Okay, I already did this conversion once, but I had a request to show how it was done. This is taking the new Heritage Barkeep and installing Birdshead grips. So it's actually really very simple. You're going to take the old grips off with the single screw. There is a little nubbin right here that fits into the two holes in the hand guards, or the hand grips, that you just want to keep an eye on. There are 5 screws that you need to take out. The first one is right here in front of the trigger guard. There are 2 right here behind the trigger. Now, you're going to want to try to keep a little bit of pressure down on this grip frame because there is a spring underneath here that I guess it's either with the cylinder stop or the loading gate. I'm not sure which. I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. Just want to keep a little pressure on there so that it doesn't spring out or you don't lose it. And then there are 2 remaining screws right here behind the hammer that you want to get those backed out. Sorry, a little bit fiddly. They're small. You're going to want to use a fairly small screwdriver to get in there, and be very careful not to slip out to damage the screws or to scratch the finish of your fine Heritage revolver. Well, can't quite get to that one. There it is. There we go. So once you've got these 2 out from behind the hammer, still holding up against the grip frame. See, it's starting to separate away a little bit there, partly because of that spring underneath and partly because of the hammer spring. So this part then you can just set aside. Order, if you want to convert to a Birdshead, order the Birdshead backstrap, they call it. And really very simple. Just slip it back in place. Make sure that that other spring doesn't get away. Press the hammer spring up into the back of the hammer. And then you're just reinstalling those 5 screws. And it does get a little bit fiddly because they are small, but easy enough done. He says as he fumbles the screw out of it. I'm trying to do this all in one take because I don't really have much in the way of editing software, and just going to upload this all at one time. So the first of the screws is in. Get the second. You don't want to reef down too hard on these screws because these frames are not made of the finest forged steel. That's part of the benefit of them being as inexpensive as they are. But they're the, I'm not sure if it's still the Z-Mac material, but you know, it's no Ruger. But they're fun little guns. They shoot reasonably well. To buy a comparable small frame Ruger and do this to it, if you even could, I don't know if they have a backstrap available like Heritage does, would be prohibitively expensive, where this cost relatively little. And then the one last screw that goes in front of the trigger guard. And there's the frame. This Birdshead frame also has the little nubbin, and you can get your choice of grip panels. shows the Cocobolo. And you're going to want to make sure that that little pin goes into the small hole in the grip panels. And press these just a little bit. One side of the grip has the threaded hole, one has the open hole that the screw goes into. Just drop it in. Don't over tighten it. And there you go. There's your converted Heritage Barkeep to a Birdshead. If you have any questions, leave them in the little doobly-doo at the bottom. Thanks.